Hello and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing every single setup that can be used, or should be used, to kill Enderman Slayer. Now these are going to be only practical setups, because you're really not going to use anything like full tucks, you know? And just because you can do it doesn't mean it's practical. So here, you've got every single thing that you're probably ever going to need. Now we get on to the strategies. We've got two different sets of armor with an elegant tuxedo jacket with that too. We're also going to need this. This is optional. We need this. And here we've got two different kinds of sets. We've got the full Final Destination. Let's put that on. And we also have full Necron with the Warden helmet. And there's a tux along with it. So let's just put that in here. And let's get on to the killing. Always gotta bring my good luck charm with me. And yeah, let's go. So first off, whenever you do an Enderman Slayer, you always want to have mobs with you. So you just go bam, we get our zombie souls. Now for this first setup, we're going to be using full Final Destination armor. So here you go, he's got the boss. Now you just let it hit you. We place down our overflux. And this setup does the least damage out of all of them, so you basically want any kind of damage that you can use. But you're really tanky, so that's fine, you'll be fine. And you just kill the boss like normal, there's nothing special to it. Maybe use your abilities, use your healing abilities. But overall, this is one of the worst bosses, it's really slow. And it's just one of my least favorite. And this is what I used to get all the way to Enderman 7. Probably shouldn't use this unless you're really new. Just starting out. There you go, almost 2 minutes to kill this boss. So this is one of the worst ones, and I don't really like this, so let's get on to the next set. Now for this next setup, we're going to be using 3/4 Final Destination and a Warden helmet, and this is basically the same thing. Oh, okay, I'm using the wrong pet. Gotta nerf myself, because I'm a bit too strong. But this is... We're just getting up there. This is an okay setup. It's average. There's really no risks involved. You're getting a lot more damage, but you're losing a lot of mana. Wouldn't really use this if you're an endgame player, but yeah. This is a setup. Nothing really that special about this set. Make sure the rods swap. And there we go. 100-second boss, probably be faster. I'd say this is one of the average sets. So yeah, let's come to the next set. Now for this next set, we're going to be using 3/4 Necron and a Warden helmet. So yeah, let's go. Now this setup's a bit riskier, so we're going to be using the Pigman sword. And this setup, it's going all DPS, so now we're going to use the Ender Dragon. We're gonna use everything. We're gonna just go in. This is a setup where you're a lot less tanky, so you make up with it in damage. So you better do that damage. And yeah, you should be doing a lot more damage. It's really not that hard. Pigman sword. Pigman sword will carry you through this. You just get through the hits, get through the phases quickly. Make sure your overflux is down, because that mana is very important. Also, I would suggest, since you're getting a lot less mana in this setup, use the Pocket Espresso machine. But yeah, by this time it's basically already over. It's a setup that's more advanced for different players. A little bit of overflow mana might be needed, which you can just toggle on. Yeah, that's with 3/4 Necron and the Warden helmet. For the setup, you could switch this out for Final Destination boots, as you might be a little bit not tanky enough. So yeah, if you want to play it more safe, use Final Destination boots. Now for this last and final setup, we're going to be using the Tux chestplate and the Necron. And for this setup, I'm going to want to be using the Endstone sword. It doesn't really work as well as the Pigment sword, because it's just, I don't know. Some people are able to use this actually with the Pigment sword, but they're just, I don't know what they're doing. But we can't do it. I'll cause a lag spike. But I just don't know how to do it. So yeah. This setup's a lot different. There's a lot of different strategies that could be used to make this actually less scary. I could probably cover that in a later video. But right now, to make this less scary, what I'm doing is I'm using the Soul Whip, because Endstone Sword uses a lot of mana, so you gotta have a lot of mana. And yeah, this setup, it's for the sweats out there. And if you're not that good at Enderman Slayer, I would suggest doing this. But yeah, it gets really fast bosses. You should. Yikes! It gets kind of close sometimes, especially when you don't have the overflux down. But yeah, that setup's the most scary out of all of them, I would say. So now that we've tried all the different sets, let's rank them. So first off, at the bottom of the list, we've got the full Final Destination set. This set is just terrible in damage. Although it does give a lot of mana and defense, it's really not that needed. So you shouldn't be using them unless, I don't know, you're absolute trash. And if you're absolute trash, then you can start using it. Or maybe you're just new to Enderman Slayer, I don't know. But if you start going around with it, everyone will see you wearing this garbage trash set, and they're gonna call you out for it. Just kidding, they probably won't do that. That would be funny if they did. Anyways, now for the second worst set, I would say it's the 3/4 Necron armor with a worn helmet. Probably wondering why I'm saying that. Well, it's because this set is really low in health, and it's also low in mana. And it's not really used that much. And personally, I just think it's worse than the other sets. The amount of mana you get really isn't that good. And guys, just so you know, this is just an opinion. Don't go in the comments roasting me. This is Twitter. You don't need to cancel me. Right? Right? Okay, anyways. For the second best set, I think I'm gonna go with the Final Destination, the 3/4 Final Destination, and the worn helmet. Again, this is a personal opinion, okay? Don't stab me. But the reason I think this is a better set is because it gives a lot of mana, and mana is really important. It also gives a lot more health. Although I would rather suggest you instead mix the two sets and go with a few pieces of each set, so you could get a mix of mana, health, and damage. Now for the final and best set, the best set, I would say it's full Tux. Just kidding. The best set I would say is using the full DPS set, using 2/4 Necron with a Tux chestplate and a worn helmet. Just gives you so much damage. And it's a lot better than using 3/4 Necron because the Tux chestplate just gives you so much mana. Although I would say it's really risky if you don't know what you're doing. But if you do, there's so many strategies that you can use to get more defense or damage. And it's basically all just based on preference. Don't take my word for it, just use whatever set you prefer. And with that, that's gonna be all I have for today. If you did enjoy, then go do some Enderman Slayer. Okay, that's gonna be all for today. Bye.